Okay, here we are in question number 1. I want to go over a few things before I get started. Right here, you will notice a bunch of formulas. We've done r equals d divided by 2, that's radius. D equals 2r, that's for diameter. C equals pi d, that's circumference when you have a diameter. C equals 2 pi r, that's for circumference when you have a radius. And here's area. Area, or A equals pi r squared. That's for area. That's to remind you when you need to find things out. I've stuck that on every slide so you can see. Down here are the expectations. You need to show your work in this white box right here, and I've mapped it out exactly what I'd like to see. You need to highlight the letter using this yellow box right here. These are the letters I'm talking about. Then you need to drag the word into the sentence. So you need to take one of these and drag it up here so you complete the sentence. If you do not do any of these 3 things, or you only do some of them, you will not receive full credit. So I want to make that clear. I'm telling you this now, so if you choose not even to watch this video, you won't get that information. I'm not in class. I am telling you this through this video link right here on what the expectation is. So that's what I need you to do, is I need you to do these 3 things. And you can use these formulas here. I put them there to help you. So for instance, we need to, right here it tells us, find the area. What does it give us right here? It gives us the radius of 6. How do we know it's a radius? Because our definition of radius is a line drawing from the center of the circle to the outer edge of the circle. That's the definition of radius. So that's how we know we have a radius. So what I'm going to do is type in my formula. I look up here. It says area. I go to my A equals, that's my area, and I type A equals. Now, a lot of you have stuck some funny little symbols up there. Go up here to insert. Go down to special characters. Yes, you have to do this. You hit that. You will come up with this crazy little box here. You're going to click right here where it has the magnifying glass. Type in PI. That gives you all the pi symbols. You can choose from the different pi symbols. I'm going to go with this one because I think it looks the best, but you can go down to this one. It's bolded. But either way, you need to see that it says the Greek small letter pi. You cannot use a TT. You cannot use an N. You cannot use any other letters. This is pi right here. You need to start grabbing that. Now I put in my R. How do I make the little tiny 2? I just can't just put a 2. That's not the same thing. You're going to go up to here to format, down to text. You're going to go over to where it says superscript. Notice how you see the little tiny 2 right there. That's how you're going to make it. You click on it. Now you click the little 2. Now you have this formula right here. That is what you need to do. If I see other things, I know you're not following directions. So you need to follow directions on how to be able to write your formula correctly. It is very important that you write it correctly, because if you write it in a lot of different ways, then you'll get confused when you see the formula. And that little 2 means something totally different than a big 2. So now we need to type in our equation. We don't know the area. That's what we're trying to find out. So I need to put A equals, I know pi equals 3.14. I know that because when I go back here, I can see pi. I see it right here. We also have talked about it. That is something that you have to remember. Pi equals 3.14. You need to memorize that. Now I'm going to do a multiplication sign. I'm not going to do the little dot because that's confusing people. I'll just do the X since we don't have a lot of X's in here we're working about. Then I have 6. Now, I am not going to put the little 2 right there. I'm going to put 6 times 6. That's going to help you out. Because if we do the little 2 up there, some people will just do 6 times 2, and that's going to confuse you. So I'm going to write it out. Area equals pi times radius times radius. Now I'm going to solve for that because I don't have time to sit here and figure it all out. I'm going to use a calculator. So 3.14 times 6 times 6 equals 113.04. Now, they ask you to round to the nearest tenth right here. Use the diagrams and dimensions given to calculate the indicated measurement. Round to the nearest tenth. The word or phrase next to the correct response will be the correct statement. So I have A equals 113.04. I'm going to put that on there just because that's what I got on my calculator. Then I'm going to go down here and find the 1. If I rounded, you actually end up rounding down, but that's okay. We will go ahead and highlight A. So now I have done, so I showed my work. Here's my expectation. I showed my work in my box. I did my formula. I typed in my equation. I put in my answer. Number 2 is highlight the letter. Number 3 is drag the word into the sentence. I'm going to take this. You can't drag when it's like this, when your cursor's like this. You have to have that cross line, that cross right there. You click on it, hold it, and drag it up with your other finger, and there you go. This slide right here is exactly what I want to see on every single slide. This is what I want to see. The word up here, the letter highlighted, your work shown. Again, you have to go up here to insert special characters in order to get pi. You go over here, you type pi. It gives you pi right there. You just click on it once, it will pop up wherever your cursor was. Then you go to Format, Text, Superscript to make that small 2. You are required to do this. These are not hard things to do. So that's why I'm requiring you to do them. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is exactly how every single slide should look.